this sugarcane plantation is going to be the biggest in the whole country, aside the commander and all that you referred to. By October next year, we'll finish the processing plant, and then we are just on the go.
When you hear of sugar factory, I know the first thing that comes to mind is the Commander Sugar Factory. But then do you know we have the Bui Sugar Limited, located at Fawuman in the Banda district in the Bono region? Today, we've come all the way from Accra to this place to explore their operations. And I have with me the Deputy Director of Lands and Impact at the Bui Power Authority, Mr. Eric Echampo.
Yes, Professor.
You're welcome on the show.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so tell us about this nouveau venture your outfit has established.
Yeah, it's part of our vision to industrialize the whole Bui enclave.
Okay.
And under our able leadership, Honorable Samuel Kofi Jamasi is brought more life to the Bui mandate, which was to develop the dam and also to develop other industrial projects to improve lives of our people. Like we went to the cashew place. This is the second industry that we want to set up. This sugarcane plantation is going to be the biggest in the whole country, aside the commander and all that you referred to. We are going to plant about 6,000 hectares of land into sugar canes. And then also, based on it, we are going to do a processing plant. The processing plant will process about 60,000 metric tons of sugar annually. And also will produce about 4 million liters of alcohol out of it. So it's a big project which we've commenced. What we are seeing now is the nursery sort of. We planted this in a way of transplanting to other lands when we prepare along the way. So what we are seeing is just, and it's about 200 hectares already.
Yeah, I was about asking, yes, because it's very
about 200
vast.
Hectares already. And it's going to serve as nursery for the remainder of land. It tells you the extent of work we want to execute here. And,
okay, looking at this huge capacity, how many people have you been able to employ?
Because this is the beginning of the project. We are, so far, we are rolling between 150 and 200 at a time. But at the full operation, when everything is set, we're targeting about 1,000 employees at this place.
Both direct and indirect?
Direct intake. Direct. So it will tell you the effect of this project on the people, the indirect employment that we're going to create around the whole place.
Okay, but then when did this project commence?
Like 2 years, about 1.5 years ago.
Wow, we've not heard of it, and we are always talking about commander.
Yes, yeah. But
2 years ago.
Yes.
Wow.
Just that we want to take it at a time. And when we got into the full operation, people begin to know, and then they will wonder. It's always good to do things on the low key, and when people get to know, they wonder about it.
Okay.
And, we have that intention to execute a big project. It's going to be the biggest in town.
In West Africa, I must say.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yes.
How do you source your raw materials?
Our development agenda is structured very well. We don't want to execute a project and along the way we are not able to proceed. So I told you at the other side, we are developing the factory first, and then because the raw materials are available, the whole enclave is made up of smallholder cashew farmers. So that's why that place we're developing the factory first.
Okay.
But here we are doing the raw material, we are doing the base for the processing plant first, because there's no sugar plantations around from smallholders, whatever. That's why we are developing our own. Then along the way, when we have gotten a little more than the 200 we've gotten, then we'll start the processing plant. And our target is that by October next year, we'll finish the processing plant, and then we are just on the go.
So should we be done with the processing plant? It means from the farmland
straight to that place,
to the factory
without
to
any
process
border
it.
at all. Because normally when people put up a facility, now they are looking for raw material from somewhere. And because the sugar, we don't have the raw material, that's why we are executing our own in an extensive way. Yeah.
So with the issue of Commander Factory where they couldn't get the raw materials to process the sugar,
yes.
how different is that project from this?
Yes, this one, like I just said, we are developing the base for the factory.
Okay.
So we'll always operate.
It means that
then
you
when we are
always
finished with the base, then we'll also help the farmers around who want to enter into sugarcane production or plantation. Then we'll assist them in that with the facilities to be able to add to what we have.
Okay.
Yes.
So, of course, the locals will be your target market. And which
Perfect.
other people are you looking at selling these products to?
Oh, we export. The company for sure will export a lot of them out, while we also meet the demand in town.
Okay.
So we export, bring more foreign exchange to the country and stuff. So this is a partnership between Bui Power and the Bui Sugar Limited.
Okay.
We are providing the land as our shares and equity in their investment. So it's a partnership arrangement, and therefore we know how to get this market business all going when it get there.
Talking of investment, are you looking at other foreign investors or both local and foreign investors to come invest in this new project?
Yes, that's our target. So these are the two that we started with. And going forward, we are trying to pull a lot. Our CEO is always out there trying to pull people, investors, to come to this place. This is our main vision now. As we finish the Bui Dam project, the next is to develop this place. So we'll get into tourism. When we go to Bongas, a community where we passed, we are developing a mini harbor there, where that one will bring a lot of fishing activities to that place to improve the economies and the returns on investment everywhere. And also, we are looking at estates. The Bui city that the people hear about it. We have intention of developing it. We are out there looking for investment to get people in here, and then with our moderate arrangement in terms of land acquisition and the facilitations that we do, when they come, they will have much on their returns.
So for local investors, how do they get enrolled onto this project?
It's all a matter of reaching up to us and with their business idea, and we'll ensure that at least we'll give them the enabling environment to succeed in this environment. There's much potential here. We also share boundary with the Bui National Park, where a lot of tourism potentials are there. So people want to put up hotels, do into what do you call it, ecotourism, fun and all those. We are available, and they approach us. We'll just go through the processes and
okay. I was about saying that, these investors look at the enabling environment before they pump their monies into any project. And also political stability. If it is not stable, then it means that they are going to lose huge sums of monies that they've invested in a project. How secured, I'm sure they'll be wondering, how secure is their money? Should they venture into this business with you?
Like I said, when you enter business venture with us, you are 100% secured. Because normally issues that prop up when people are executing business, huge, particularly that involves huge land. Land acquisition is a serious matter in Ghana. You have to go through huge processes, a lot of processes to acquire one people. It takes you years. And even when you acquire it, another person show up and say, oh, this land belongs to me, and all manner of stress. But here our lands are secured because we are a government institution. And therefore, the land that is given to us, we have absolute power over it. When we give it to you or enter into an arrangement with you to develop it, we are very much sure that nobody will enter there. Even if somebody want to do something, they'll call us, we'll come, we'll take care of it. And I know nobody will do it because it belongs to us. And everybody here appreciates the owners. And there's no stress at all. And also, one very important point in terms of land acquisition is what I told you earlier about our equity arrangement. When you want to do any development in Ghana, even if you want to put up a small house, acquiring a land takes about almost 50% of your investment.
Yeah.
But here, you are going to give you that holiday where you are not going to pay anything, and we'll have an arrangement that at the end of your investment, we'll come in with some few equity sharing here and there. Then we'll take care of it. So we'll give you that holiday to invest.
Okay,
much.
so you know, as part of government's industrialization agenda, they introduced the 1D, 1F, the One District, One Factory initiative.
Yeah.
So should government say that I want this Bui Sugar Limited to fall under 1D, 1F? Are you ready?
Yeah, well, we are all in the same
Industrialization
what do you
agenda.
call it? The same agenda, pursuing the same thing.
Okay.
And even based on that, and also as a government institution, we even performed more than what the target is 1 district, 1 factory, and we have gotten 2 already. So we've performed so well.
Then congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Okay. We know sugarcane thrives more in waterlogged areas, and in this northern part, it is dry, we all know. How are these sugarcanes you've planted growing or thriving?
Yeah, you can see they are doing very well.
Yes.
It's a wonder when we bring people here that sugarcanes are thriving so much in this environment. We are doing irrigation.
Okay.
So from here we'll show you the dam that we are developing. So through irrigation is what we're going to. So the whole land will be irrigated. That is a modern way of farming, so that at all times, no weather considerations, you can always get to your target.
So you've connected.
Yeah, they are piping
Pipes,
around
okay.
all the one that you've seen. So we are developing the dam for the extensive work that we intend doing. Like I told you, here is just the nursery that we are going to use to transplant to other sections, the broader place. So the dam is being constructed. For the time being, we've channeled the whole place where water is always irrigated to feed them. That's why you're seeing them to be where.
We are going on a quick break. When we come back, we'll just delve more into the dam that he spoke about, and then we also check the nursery beds as well.
Visit www.GhanaWebExcellenceAwards.com and click Nominations bar or click the Nominations banner on www.GhanaWeb.com. Provide your personal details by entering your first and last names. Fill in your contact details, that is, phone number and email address. Select the appropriate category out of 17 options for your nominee. Provide the personal details of your nominee. Provide at least 1 or more social handles of your nominee. Tell us why she qualifies for the selected category and then proceed. You receive a pop-up with "Would you like to make another nomination?" If yes, click yes and go through the same process of nominating another woman. If no, click no and you are done nominating your nominee.
Everyone needs the perfect snack to munch on during a fun moment.
Wow.
Enjoy the tasty McBerry Twist cupcakes, deliciously baked and packaged for a sweet treat. Premium quality cakes baked with love for all, enriched in butter and milk.
Yummy. Oh.
McBerry Twist cupcakes, simply irresistible. Try one today. This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome back from the break. Before we were going on break, I told you that we'll be going to see the nursery bed and also visit the dam site that pumps water directly to the farmland. We are still here at the Fawuman in the Banda district, and my guest remains the Deputy Director of Lands and Impact at Bui Power Authority. So tell us, why is this difference from the previous one we saw?
It's all part of our studies as we are implementing the project. Along the way, we need to get a better way of executing what we want to develop.
Okay.
So the nursery that we've told you that we've done so far, we did it by creating molds where we planted the sugarcane on them. But we've seen that the amount of water that these can hold is not sufficient, and it gets us to pump regularly. And then it's money, pumping all the time.
Yeah.
It's money. So therefore, we come up with this new idea
Okay.
where we are going to create this and create it in a dam form like this, where we'll pump the water then into this area that will barricade or sort of dammed. And therefore, the water will be there for a very long time when we plant the sugarcane, because you know sugarcane need a lot of water, moist all the time. So that one, when we pump it there, we know it will take a longer time before we can pump in again. So if you look at it, we've set up all the pumping stations where when we put the system on it to just pump.
Yeah, I was about asking what this was for.
Yeah.
Okay, so it means that when it's time,
yes, we just open and put the top on it, and then we'll pump the water into that box or the area that we created.
Okay.
Yes.
It means that the human factor will be eliminated a bit, because
a little bit, and also it will be cost effective, because if you are to pump all the time, the water is going, and the money in pumping all the time. But this one, the moment we pump, it can be there for almost a month before it can sip down. And so all that time, you save money and time.
Yeah, I'm sure our viewers will be wondering, where do you keep all the ones that you've planted before the processing plant is commissioned?
Yes, so so the implementation is fused in a more strategic way. So we did the very first one at the main office, and then we are transplanting them. So this, like I said, will be transplanted for the newer places that we'll develop. So as we prepare lands, we take this one to there. Mind you, we have about 6,000 hectares to plant. So, and we've done only, out of the 6,000, we've done only 200. So what we are seeing is a 200 hectare place that we planted so far. So as we do, we cut and plant. We'll cut these ones and take them there. So
it means that you have enough.
At all time, we need these ones to be planted somewhere.
Okay. It means that you're not going to
not at all.
face any shortage
At
like
all.
the other one we know, and it's not going to be a white elephant.
Oh, not at all. Not at all. We are having our base. We have our base, and we know by the time October 2024, when the plant is ready, there will be sufficient raw material for the plant. Yes.
Okay.
So we are very much confident that we will deliver our targets.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll also be waiting for the commissioning in 2024,
we'll invite you anytime,
so that we celebrate with you. Together. Thank you so much for joining us on today's edition of BizTech on GhanaWeb TV.
Anytime.
My name is Ernestina Sewa Asante, and my guest has been the Deputy Director of Lands and Impact at Bui Power Authority, Eric Opoku Echampong.